Ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege to welcome you to the University of South Florida's Summer 2020 Commencement. Although delivered in a non-traditional format, this special day is still one to be celebrated. I know I speak for all the faculty when I extend the heartiest of congratulations to our graduates for the hard work that brought you here. Congratulations. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the continued and unprecedented work that our faculty, staff, and leadership have embarked on to ensure the delivery of quality online instruction for all of our courses during these unique circumstances. Thank you. And now, the President of the University of South Florida, Dr. Stephen C. Currall.
Hello. Whenever and wherever you are watching from, thank you for joining us. On behalf of the University of South Florida faculty, staff, trustees, and our hundreds of thousands of global alumni, I congratulate you on this extraordinary moment in each of your lives. A very meaningful occasion, not just for yourselves, but for the others who have helped you achieve this milestone, your family and friends, and numerous university faculty, staff, and fellow students. They all take great pride in the degrees you are earning today. Although we cannot be together in person to celebrate your success, your graduation, your achievements are just as special. Take a moment to recognize the magnitude of what today's ceremony means, what it signifies. Your graduation is actually more meaningful because of the challenges you faced over the past few months and the way that you have overcome them. USF graduates aren't afraid to face the unknown. In fact, you've confronted recent developments with optimism and courage. Your educational experience changed dramatically over the last several months, moving from in-person to online, but you have been innovative in connecting with your professors and your classmates. You creatively found new ways of gaining knowledge, no matter what you studied or where you studied it. You have persevered. So today is a momentous occasion, one that celebrates your many achievements and marks the beginning of the next chapter of your life. A chapter where you will use the knowledge, expertise, and experience you gained from USF to change the world and shape the future. Not only are you entering this new chapter, but so is this university, and indeed the global community. After nearly 2 years of planning and collaborating, on July 1st, our 3 separately accredited institutions in Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, Manatee were consolidated into one preeminent metropolitan research university. Combined together, our 3 campuses span the Tampa Bay community and afford the university more opportunities to continue to strengthen our position as one of the nation's premier research institutions and a leader in student success. Beyond our campus and amid the COVID-19 challenge, our society is confronting the issues of racial disparity, social injustice, and inequality. The deaths of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, for example, are unfortunately not isolated events and are only recent instances in the 400-year history of racism in our country. At USF, we are committed to doing our part in dismantling this history of bias, unfairness, and injustice. We empower all our students to succeed by eliminating obstacles to success, including any attitudes and behaviors that demean or denigrate members of our community. Now, in one area of progress, USF has closed the achievement gap with black students posting a 6-year graduation rate that is generally equal to or higher than white students. Our faculty includes some of the country's leading scholars in fields that address racism. Across our colleges, faculty members are examining how racism and sexism affect racial residential segregation and police conduct. USF scholars are also investigating the factors that influence disparities in mental health service utilization and treatment outcomes for Black Americans. Our faculty members are training law enforcement officers on fair and impartial policing. So these are just a few examples of the important scholarship focused on understanding and improving the Black experience in our communities and throughout society, and making a better future for everyone. This dedication to improving the lives of others is one that higher education has embraced for nearly 1,000 years. For that long, universities have chosen a relentless pursuit of possibilities rather than an acceptance of the status quo. The University of South Florida, with your perseverance and your dedication, is an institution that is solving some of society's most pressing problems. With your contributions, we will continue to do so. Indeed, USF is a community that continues to push the boundaries of its own potential. And this community, this wide-reaching USF family, is one that spans every corner of the world. This weekend alone, our nearly 3,000 new USF graduates represent 40 states, 70 nations, and an innumerable range of experiences, backgrounds, and perspectives. We are truly a global community of scholars. Today, you graduate from the fastest rising public university in the country. Over the last 10 years, no other public university in the country has risen faster on U.S. News and World Report's national university rankings than the University of South Florida. At the state level, the University of South Florida placed first in the state university system for performance-based funding, earning the highest score in the state for 2020. These achievements are further examples of the commitment and hard work of our faculty, our staff, and all of you, our graduates. For each of you, remember today is just the beginning. It is quite literally the commencement of the rest of your lives. Your university experience will shape who you are for the rest of your life. So take what you've learned in the classroom, on the fields and on the courts, in recital halls and research labs, and use it as a springboard toward a life of further reflection and contribution to society. During my career in higher education, I've been a faculty member and have served in leadership roles at universities large and small, public and private, in the United States and abroad. And in all of my experiences, I cannot say that I haven't encountered a student body that is more globally informed, more culturally aware, and more eager than any previous student body to make an immediate impact on the world. Let that be my charge to each and every one of you. Speak out against injustices. Serve your communities at home and beyond, and never stop learning. There's always new knowledge to gain and to create. I cannot wait to see what each of you achieve. Each of you in your own way is now empowered to make a difference as a result of your USF education. As Mark Twain, a fellow native Missourian like me, said, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones that you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails. explore, dream, and discover. Your time is now, and you have the entire University of South Florida community behind you. Congratulations to each of you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Claire Mitchell, USF Student Body President and member of the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, President Currall. Class of 2020, you are resilient, inspiring, and history-making. I wish I was able to speak to you today in person and celebrate this tremendous occasion alongside you and your friends and family. Being away from campus for so long these past few months has only made my heart grow fonder for our beloved alma mater, and I'm sure you have felt this love too. I've even started to miss all the long nights studying at the library, which is something I thought I would never say. This pandemic has certainly transformed your final few months at USF. However, you are taken in stride, staying socially connected even though we are physically distanced. I am so proud of the change your class has pushed to create all the way up until the end of your time here at the University of South Florida. You have revolutionized the world with the Black Lives Matter movement. You have triumphed through the first ever few months of a consolidated university, and you have successfully graduated in the midst of a global pandemic. These are accomplishments that will mark your class in history. Though you have come so far, your work is far from done as you enter into your chosen careers and pursue your passions. And in these next few months, and maybe even years, you'll be challenged. Over the past 3 months in my short time as your student body president, one of the greatest lessons I've learned so far is that when staring criticism and hardship in the face, do not let it define you. And most importantly, do not let it hold you back. Keep pursuing your dreams. This is your time. Class of 2020, you are bound to be change makers. Even from your first few moments on campus, your class was destined to achieve greatness. As you graduate and become USF alumni, you leave behind a legacy that will be hard to beat. However, your class has opened countless new doors to those who follow in your footsteps, and I am certain this university will continue to reach new heights based on the work your class was able to accomplish. I am so proud to see all that you have accomplished over your time here at the University of South Florida. As you go off pursuing your goals, I challenge you to not let life pass you by without noticing the little things that make it so beautiful. Some of my favorite memories at USF were back during my freshman year, when I first attended the week of welcome, balloon drop, and class picture out on the baseball field, and spending long nights in the dining halls just chatting with friends. I loved attending the Bulls for Kids event at Tampa and St. Pete over the years, and sitting by the Sarasota Mini Lake to relax, and walking along the little patch of sand on the water at St. Pete campus, wishing I was actually on the beach instead of stressing about finals. Over the past couple months, consolidation has allowed me to feel like home on all 3 campus locations, each providing me their own unique identity, culture, and sense of belonging to the USF community. So take a second in this moment and think back on your time here at USF. Think about the memories you have made, the friends that lifted you up on your hard nights, and the family, mentors, and professors that encouraged you along the way. I urge you all to try to create a world you want to live in, and to be kind to yourself and others. Always remember why you started, and trust in the timing of your life. You want to know something I've learned about life? There are people out there less qualified than you, doing the things you want to do, simply because they decided to believe in themselves. So wherever you go, go with all your heart. To the class of 2020, congratulations. I cannot wait to see all that you accomplish. And now the Provost and Executive Vice President, Dr. Ralph Wilcox.
I now have the pleasure of introducing USF's Outstanding Graduate. This award, presented each semester by the Alumni Association, recognizes a graduating senior who embodies leadership, school spirit, community service, character, and scholarship. Our summer 2020 outstanding graduate is Emma Frank, who is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology from the College of Arts and Sciences. Emma is an active student within the university community, serving as a member on the Student Alumni Association's Executive Board and as a sister of Tau Beta Sigma, a national honorary band sorority. Emma is also a member of several performing ensembles from the School of Music, including the Herd of Thunder Marching Band, and is a peer buddy with USF's chapter of Best Buddies. In addition to her service activities, Emma has been part of engaging in research opportunities as part of her studies with the Department of Psychology, including assisting with research focused around mental health and depression. Through her on-campus studies and research and her extracurricular activities, Emma has credited her time at USF as one of the most transformative in her life. The impact the university and its community have left on her have motivated her to give back to her own community at home, and she is now working towards her certifications to become an advanced placement psychology teacher. In recognition of her strong academic successes, Emma has received both the English Department Award and the World Languages Department Award from the College of Arts and Sciences. Emma's work and dedication epitomizes the Bull spirit, and she is a worthy recipient of this award. Congratulations, Emma. And now we have come to the part of the program that you have eagerly awaited, the presentation of graduates and the conferring of the degrees.
Thank you, Provost Wilcox. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and alumni of the Patel College of Global Sustainability at the University of South Florida, I'm delighted to offer my hearty congratulations to you, our summer 2020 graduates. Although the COVID-19 pandemic made it impossible for me to meet you in person to offer my congratulations, I would like to assure you that the successful completion of your degree as global sustainability graduates couldn't be timelier or more relevant. You are our ambassadors who will put into practice our college's motto, shaping a future that is resilient, equitable, and hopeful. As PCGS graduates, you learned that transitioning to a sustainable future is all about being innovative and resourceful in finding the most appropriate solutions to our environmental, economic, and societal challenges. I urge you to look at the ongoing crisis created by this global pandemic as yet another layer added to the sustainability challenge, one that you will help tackle. You are now proud members of the Patel College alumni. As you take the next steps in your careers as sustainability professionals, we are here to support you in whatever ways we can. I look forward to hearing from you and, hopefully, meeting you in person during our alumni appreciation events later this year or in the coming years. As the Dean of the College of Global Sustainability, I'm proud of your achievements. Congratulations. It is now my great pleasure to present the summer 2020 graduates from the Patel College of Global Sustainability. I will be reading the names of each graduate and will do my best to pronounce your name correctly. I apologize in advance if an error is made. Graduates for the master's degree: Cassidy Virginia Baisley, Kelly Nicole Clark, Lauren Ashley Fernandez, Oluwatosin Esther Folorunzo, Mireille Ibrahim, Sandra Inman, Chihao Lee, Mercedes Navarro O'Hara, Theodora Ebusorime Okoji, Grace Tope Olupino, Alisa M. Rader, Dongchang Yang. That concludes the presentation of graduates. President Currall, on behalf of the faculty of the Patel College of Global Sustainability, I certify that the summer 2020 candidates have completed all requirements for their respective degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the University Board of Trustees and the state of Florida, I confer upon each of you your degree from the University of South Florida. Congratulations! Now that you are an official USF graduate, we hope that you enjoy this special presentation of our alma mater by the College of Arts Chamber Singers.